Hello everyone. Hello. I might give it another minute and wait till people log on. Hello, you're in my studio. This is Onome. Okay. Cool, more people are joining. I'll give it like another minute or so. How's everyone doing? Hot? I apologize for the shine. It's very warm in my studio. I'll give it like another minute or so and wait till everyone logs on. Hello, loads of waves. Hello back. Okay, I think I'm gonna start now. So my name is Onome. Welcome. This is the first workshop that I have curated for Black Minds Matter, just because I am really conscious that creativity and making really helps our well-being, just to sort of focus on something and to be present in making. I experienced that a lot, and I kind of wanted to share that with all of you through these series of workshops. So we're going to get to it, I think. So I'll be basically showing you how to create a collage using a stencil, and how we can kind of get into the making with that. So I'm going to take you down now. You won't be seeing my face again. So here we go. There we are. So this is just an example of a collage, and how it's all been made basically just using these shapes. So I'll take you through. So basically, to get started, you will need a square, and then we need to draw a shape into a square. So this square is 7 by 7 centimeters. So for those who don't have a ruler and pencil, because I didn't include that in my list, you can just choose anything square and basically just draw around that. So these all need to be sort of straight and equal. This is the design that I'm going to be making, so I kind of practice with different shapes, and then once I got the shape, I basically drew around it. Sorry, that's the before. Drew around it. There we go. So it looks like this, and then I basically just cut around the edges. So I've got two squares. There you go. And when you're cutting this needs to be a clean line, so that it fits perfectly. So once you've got your shape and you cut it out, you then need to select your paper that you're going to draw the stencil on top of. So before you do that, choose your base. This is mine here. I'm going to start off with black, because when colour sits on top it looks quite punchy, and I'm going to be using these papers here. I think that's quite a nice selection. So this is kind of what I'm going to be using to make my piece. I'll probably stop halfway through just to see if any of you have any questions, but I'll just continue. So basically, this is the paper that I'm going to start off with. I've drawn a line down the side so that I can line up my squares again so that it's straight. There we go. So yeah, so with the paper that I'm going to use, I'll select the base first, So this is the base first, and then I will basically cut, this needs to be cut into 7 centimeter squares, so the same size as this. So once you cut your squares, they don't have to be 7 centimeters, this is just for me. So you cut all your squares, and then once you have your squares, you will then cut the shape into the square. I hope that makes sense. So you kind of end up with your stencil, which will look like this. There we go. So I basically cut a square, and then within that square I have used this as a stencil and have cut around it to separate them, so it's a clean break. So once you have all your bits, you can then start to line up your pieces on the paper. So this is where the fun happens, because you're basically now seeing how your shapes look once they've all been cut. So can you see there's a pattern that's starting to form? And then instead of doing the same pattern at the top, you might want to switch it around. So I'm going to do mine this way. There we go. So I'm going to do them all the same for now, so I see how it looks once it's all done. So can you see the pattern? This is one of my favorite parts. There we go. And I think I might do the same for the bottom, actually, just because. I might turn it round later. So we have a pattern already. We haven't even done anything yet. So the next stage would then be to cut some squares from your other piece of paper that you've chosen. So I've chose 4 main papers, and you can use anything. You can use different materials, you can use fabrics. I've just decided to use papers because it's easier to show in a demonstration. So the next piece that I'm going to use is this piece, and it's basically just the same principle of cutting 7 centimeter squares, and then once you have all your squares, which look like this, you then use the stencil and you cut around. Sorry, I should have shown this before. You cut around your shapes, and then making a clean cut. So here are my bits here, so you can see. There we go. So this is where you start experimenting. You might want to change bits around. So I might want to put this here. I might want to use this piece and fill in the gap here. I might want to change this piece and put that maybe there instead. I might change this just later, just kind of depends. Also, I might want to take this out now and make more a negative space here. And you can kind of just do this as you go along. You might have wanted to maybe make a loose layout with just the pink and then change after. It just kind of depends. And then I might take this bit out and put that there instead. There we go. So you can already see like the shape, it's starting to form. So I'm going to introduce another colour now. I think I'm going to introduce the pink, and again it's just the same notion of you have the square, you have your squares, so this is 7 by 7, you have your stencil shape, and you cut around. So I have my 2 pieces here already prepared, and I think I might use the inward shape for this part, and maybe put that there. Maybe put this here. I'm not usually this quick. I'm just gonna add. I've done this design before. Otherwise, I could be here all day. And that's the pleasure in it, is that you're taking your mind off of things just to be present and make a piece and get into the making. So if you like jigsaws, this is definitely for you. And then also I think I might change this piece here and put a pink here, because I quite like what's going on here. There we go. So I'm going to introduce my next colour now, just because this lighter pink was just as a highlight. So my fourth choice, sorry, were these copper squares right here, this copper material which I have here, and again you can either cut around using your stencil, so here, and then cut the square around, or actually we've come so far you can just use the squares as they are, and I'll show you how. So I might take this out and replace it with a copper square, and actually I might use the lighter pink and put that here. So can you see how it's starting to form? Also I should add that as you go on you might want to start sticking things down. I'm somebody that waits all the way to the end before I stick anything down, just because I always change things around. But if you're quite decisive, you might just want to go ahead and start sticking down. I'm also going to add another copper square up here. And change, add one of the darker pinks. Now this is what I mean when I say that it can change, so just be careful. And then what else do I want to do? I might add another copper square and put that down here. Maybe not quite like the shape, what's going on here. I might put this here instead and see what that looks like. See, this is what I mean. See how it's starting to move? So if this is gonna bug you, I will start sticking it down. There we go. So it looks like that. Also, I'm realizing that your view is probably, you're looking at it upside down, so it probably looks way different. I'm not even going to bother because that will set me off changing things again. There we go. And then, quite like what's going on here. And then I think I'm going to add another one. I'm not sure. This is where I might get you to ask me. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look and see if anyone has any questions. Hello. Looks so pretty. Great. It's so hot in my studio, guys. I'm so sorry for the shiny face. Okay, no questions. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so I go back down. Cool. Yeah, and then I might decide to maybe add another square here. Put this here, possibly, and I think I'm going to change up. It's a bit too dense in the middle with the pink, so I think I'm going to change this and put this here. But can you see how you can get so into this? You can just get so into the making. And also what I'd like to do, maybe put that here. Let's fill this up. Also, what's nice with this paper is that if you bend it, you can add a bit more texture. If you kind of fold it, you can get to see like the creases. And this is literally just old wrapping paper. This is wrapping paper, this is wrapping paper. So you can look for materials that you have at home to use and see how that works. So here I've made a full square here. Let's see what that looks like. And voila. I'm not going to continue because I could kind of go mad on this. And you can bring in different colours and see how that looks. But once you're kind of set, you literally just start sticking, and you kind of have your piece all ready to go. And this you can either leave like that or frame it. I have a white frame. I'm not sure if that will work. Here we go. So this is just a mock-up. So you can frame it and have like a nice piece to put on your wall. And yeah, that's kind of the end of the workshop. I hope you enjoyed. Try it out. Let me know if it kind of helped you to sort of de-stress, unwind at the end of the day. And you don't have to finish it. You can always come back and have a look. I'm gonna come up now. Hello. Yeah, so that's the end of the workshop. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, let me know if it works for you. Like the video will be saved, so you can always come back and have a look once you get all of your materials together, which is on the page, the Black Minds Matter page. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. The next workshop will be with Chrissa, so that's Amwa Designs, and she will be making a tote, or not a tote bag, she'll be doing printmaking on a tote bag, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, so make your collage, take a picture, tag us, and let's see how it goes. Bye guys.